Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today we are playing another Super Bowl game and winning the Super Bowl with another team and winning the Super Bowl with all 32 NFL teams. Next up is the Philadelphia Eagles. You already know how this works. We spin to get a random AFC team. Whichever AFC team we get, we play. Here we go. The Houston Texans. So we got to play the one and only Houston Texans, led by C.J. Stroud. But Jalen Hurts, he's a damn good quarterback. You have elite receiving talent on this team. You also have a decent tight end on the team, a decent running back in DeAndre Swift. So we'll see what happens here.
From Las Vegas, Nevada.
From Vegas. The Super Bowl is set. The Eagles and the Texans. We got some damn good players on this field. Jake Elliott will kick it off.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas.
We are underway in Vegas. John Mechie will return.
And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the second overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolute tremendous accomplishment. Something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
Former Ohio State
Stroud looking to throw.
Now here we go.
Stroud they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That's going to be
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2 receiving a rebound. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Down for the Eagles. For the Texans.
Oh, man, coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce.
Now going to run.
There he goes left
Pierce
side.
down the sideline.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 54 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive in the Super Bowl. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal.
Dameon Pierce.
Singletary.
And a run here by Singletary.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. Here's Stroud.
And that
the pass
is a touchdown.
Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown,
Mechie.
Houston. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Texans are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Now.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was all capped off by a John Mechie touchdown reception. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there.
My man Jalen Hurts will enter the game.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 26. Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. From the 31, here's second down at 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Now it's the option
Hurts
play.
going to keep it running right.
Hurts going to run it.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Hurts going to run it himself.
Draw now. Hurts.
And he caught out. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they...
So Hurts was down, so it's going to be a 3rd and 2 at the 45.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Hurts going to throw.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Work
in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
Handoff.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Hurts going to take this himself.
He'll keep it. Hurts. Down
Give him
the
9
one.
on the keeper there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches.
Jalen Hurts.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And
maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Trying to get in the end zone here. Hurts.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
Touchdown, Jalen Hurts.
Touchdown,
with the
Eagles.
runs.
Jalen Hurts scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the Super Bowl at 7.
Run to start the game.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Good throw there.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 7-all is the score. On first down, here's Stroud. Running the slant, that's Robert Woods. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First and 10, it's Stroud. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. The throwing again is Stroud. And he finds his target, it's Schultz. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Stroud off the play fake. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Second down, here's Hurts. This is caught, it's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Swift. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Down and 10.
For the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball was caught.
First throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
But first down, Hurts completes to Zacchaeus. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Ball is caught. Dallas Goddard.
That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective game.
End zone. Touchdown.
For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Roughing the passer is going to be the call on the Texans.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Here.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield, as you mentioned. It's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, You've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Looking deep here for Mechie.
They're going to throw it deep. John Mechie with the catch. Big
now
play.
the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing now is Stroud.
And that ball is going to be caught. Touchdown, Texans, Robert Woods.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Okay, so 49
Extra
seconds.
point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts sets up to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Letting it go.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
Jake Elliott to end the half. It is
and
good.
He has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've arrived at halftime here in Super Bowl 57. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still Hurts fumbles. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got Smith here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
First throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Will throw it.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 33 yards. And the Eagles have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl.
And it is now 24-21.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pierce will try to pick it up.
It will be a first down.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling the plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Stroud on 3rd down now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This Super Bowl, it has had it all so far. All tied 4th quarter as it kicks away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
On the offense,
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Swift breaks the tackle.
It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Swift has been the runner for most of the game here.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Another 4th down.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 74 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a first down as well. Now the 3rd-year man, here's Kenneth Gainwell. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift. About 3 yards there to the 27.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
25.
Hurts.
He'll get it down.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
What?
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about it if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 1st and goal.
Hurts.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
To throw, touchdown.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead.
The Texans need a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10. 109.
Stroud to throw it. Got his, and the
Ball
ball's
was
knocked
caught
out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflated.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
55 remaining.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
32.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Now Hurts on the option right. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
3 passing touchdowns.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This is 1st and 10. Stroud. Finding Schultz, and that not at all what they were hoping for. He does stop the clock, but it eats up precious time and winds up losing yardage. Now Stroud.
Stroud will now throw.
Into the hands of Singletary.
And Singletary will be tackled, and that will not quite end it.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
One final play with 1 second left on the clock. 4th and 9.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs.
What a great
for the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy. You know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
I would give the MVP here to Jalen Hurts. Unless they give it to A.J. Brown, they probably will give it to Jalen Hurts. I will.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Jalen Hurts now taking this trophy. Thanks for watching.